everyone, welcome to the Inside the Brains podcast, the podcast that asks many questions, such as who the hell brings the two towels for a frickin' Secret Santa? I'm your host, Dom the Yoshi, and tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
Yay. And you got me nostalgia, trying to tell you why the past matters.
Hello, Stars. Stars in chat. Hey, Adam. Star in chat. Stars,
Today,
I want to
this was
mention
gonna be...
this. Later tonight,
Yeah.
when I get the chance, I won't film something Skylanders related. I'll probably just do grinding and replay the one chapter, but at least it's something. My brother's working, so I'll do what I can.
I'm pretty happy with the holidays. We're gonna be... Yeah, that's our topic today. It's gonna be about the holidays. But I just have to say it's gonna be a lot more fun this time around now that I'm 21. I'm able to make my old gifts again. They're gonna love it. Okay. We got the 136 and 4K.
We got more copyright.
128
quiz. I already watched this off camera, so
it was fun, wasn't it?
Yep. I'm glad because he gave praise to Mr. Nostalgia's video.
Yeah, because let's be honest, he detailed all that perfectly, even before the infamous incident.
Yep. Justin just re-uploading his old content, not even gonna bother with that. More copyright. Jesus Christ. Stop stealing everyone else's videos, good lord. Yeah, we haven't really had anything new, honestly.
And are you still upset that Nick Rewind still uploads exclusively Victorious?
Yep. There we go. 206 is the front page
Nobody
now.
wants,
there we
nobody
go.
Nobody wants a reboot of that or Ned anymore.
Well, that's nice. Star said the person I watched the most this year is me. Thank you.
It's great.
I appreciate that.
It's so much. I don't mean to brag, but I helped him some extra content like those commercials and making the compilations for him. But we really need Brainsurge to have a reboot because in the mental health awareness now, this is the game show that people really are attached to. So useful.
Yeah, I appreciate his video, like him actually talking about some stuff we didn't know about.
That slime rebrand, wasn't that fantastic?
Yeah, and I know the art thing, because he mentioned a couple things. Because I know he said like interviews were cut in season 3 because of time.
Yeah, because it was 2.5 minutes shorter. Not to mention that given that there was an abundance of people, it probably would have been too much to include the interviews anyway. It would be clashing conflict or something.
Yeah, and it's also interesting to know that Jeff's actually the one who fought up to do the tiebreaker puzzles.
Did he directly say that he was a minor producer on his own show?
I think so, yeah. Like, I mean, I don't blame him. Like, he's like, why would we have 2 people move on with no points? That makes no sense. Why would we have one person go in so you get things wrong and you move on?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to show your brains to move on. I mean, like we've seen so many Double Dare episodes where the obstacle course people move on after answering 0 questions correctly.
Yeah, and then it's like they did that Brain versus Brawn. Like you'll have, because I showed before the Apaches on my last stream. Like they got the 6. It was mostly because of the stupid flagpole. But like you'll have even people like the bandits are like nuts. Like they'll be smart, get a bunch of questions, but will do bad on the obstacle course. But then you have people who just suck at the main game and do well at the obstacle course.
Yeah, it's a big dichotomy, but there's, and I'm a little disappointed that he spoke about the figured out reboot very few this time around, but
I think they
I'm
did that
pretty
on
sure.
purpose. I think they want to keep it on
Yeah,
theme.
although I still am happy that he told us about the stories how like some of the celebrities, especially Matt Bennett, would come on tapings when they weren't actually scheduled to.
Yep.
That was a cool fact. And but I want looking back at the schedules, I found that on Christmas 2009 they re-aired 103 and 138, two very contentious episodes of the show. It's it, but the one that gives me the most Christmas vibes is 124, thanks to its story and its original air date of the start of December.
Yeah, because I
But
know we talked about this before on one of the things, like, on my Finders Keepers thing. It sucks that most game shows didn't really have holiday episodes, aside from Double Dare and Finders Keepers.
had good potential for holiday episodes too.
Well, get the picture
I'd
just
even
had get the
I'd
picture
even
just
argue.
had random episodes. Like they had a twins thing, they had a twins thing, they had one about food, they had one about Mike sleeping on the job. They had a couple of those with like no sports thing but no holidays.
I kind of have a hot take. If
Give me
Legends did
5 seconds.
a Christmas episode, it would be like Santa and his sleigh.
Okay, sorry about that.
Do you think Christmas on Legends of the Hidden Temple would work?
I'm not sure, honestly. Like, Finders Keepers and Double Dare are the only ones that know they have stuff. Because I know the Hub game shows, they all had, like, Christmas episodes. Family Game, like, technically had three of them. Technically four, because they advertised 301 as a Christmas episode, even though it technically wasn't.
Okay, but on the case of the holidays, I'm really looking forward to seeing family again. I'm really looking forward to the feast. They got good pasta shells. We got good ham. We got great salads, and the desserts we have great M&M brownies and chocolate pudding.
Yeah, I'm happy to.
Holiday food is great.
Yeah, I'm happy to visit family again, but yeah, I'm happy to visit family again. The only problem is gonna be freezing cold when we go up north. The funny thing is, we went out. I think it was like Saturday, and then it was like the first time I had to wear long pants in a long time in Florida. It was like 60 degrees, which is like which is like warm for you guys up north, but like it was cold for us. It's currently 55 right now. Yeah, we're not used to it being this cold.
Here.
This cold.
And another another thing, I remember so many of the good. I remember so many of the good holiday lights coming around in the neighborhood, and especially down the road where they had the big competitions. Have you had those holiday lights around you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes even watch that Christmas light show where they're competing to get the big cash.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot for that.
Even though like stuff happened at work yesterday, I wasn't uh happy about, but Friday was still fun though. I went to Holiday Matsuri and got to see Front Controllers live. I'll probably upload that soon, and got to meet the TRG people, so that was really nice. And yeah, they were all really nice people. I was a little disappointed because I kept picking people on the other side, but at least got to be there and see the stuff live. I always make this joke with my mom. You know what we say?
What is it?
Whenever we meet celebrities, we're like, as long as they're nicer than Steve from Blue's Clues, that's fine. Because last time when I met Steve, he acted kind of like a dick or something. Like he felt like it was too much trouble to be there.
Yeah, it was. And speaking of that, did you see that recent video about the Law and Order theory?
No, because I don't watch those Super Fury videos.
It was very weird, but the comments said the theory kind of hit close to home for them, even myself. But Blue's Clues, didn't they have a great Christmas special?
Yeah. You know what the I probably shouldn't say this on camera, but you know what the funny thing is? Did you know they have like the different
Yeah.
holidays like Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, stuff like that?
Yep.
I still remember my dad saying he's like the only reason I know
Yeah.
about Kwanzaa because Blue's Clues.
And don't remember Rugrats did that for Susie's Heritage?
I don't remember that, but like that, the fact that my dad only knew about that because of Blue's Clues shows. Okay, I'll actually, oh,
I really.
my camera's gonna be awkward, so I'll post this in the VC chat to show the people. This want to see. So these were the yeah. I got my They didn't do cards, but I got a card, got them signed by the crew, and I also got my badge signed by them, and I didn't have to pay anything for it. Yeah, they were really nice and stuff. It was
I'm re-
actually because you
yeah.
know how most of the time people are like, oh, people seem nice, but then like in reality they're assholes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all actually really nice people.
Well, there was one reason for that. They were actually devoted to the work. They actually liked the fans, and it was mutual friendliness. They
Yeah,
wanted to
I
do what
mean
they
they're
wanted
still
to
doing
do, and I'm
their
glad that they.
yeah, because they're still doing their stuff. It's not like Steve or someone who's like, oh, you're just trying to get people off nostalgia or something because you're not really doing anything right now.
Yeah, it's very weird now. Another thing, did you? I'm I'm really glad that they still have the VHS stores around because we got some good we got some good merchandise,
Yeah,
including the
there was
comic
a
books.
yeah we have that video store I showed you before, that Quick Return Market
Mm-hmm.
up north that we're gonna go to.
And wasn't that the place that had only like two Rugrats DVDs?
Yeah, I checked. I don't think they really had anything this time. Like the dumb thing is they have like Skylanders there, like in the window, and they're overpriced. But then they have like them in a bin, and like half the Skylanders are like a broken and like in poor condition. I'm just like, how are these? I'm like, you're really selling these? Because the place where I buy my Skylanders or something on the one site, they have a thing like if a character's broken, maybe they'll put it up for auction if people want it. But like they would never actually sell it in their store because they don't want to sell anyone broken stuff.
Very interesting to say the least. And but seriously, we really got to take care of physical media because it really matters. We don't want streaming to keep purging their exclusive stuff. We want to keep stuff for our own.
Yeah, it's one
I
of
mean,
those things like a
I
bunch of
mean, so many
stuff
people.
gets removed
Hmm?
off streaming sites, and it's one of those things, and it's like really. Because
I just don't get it. And
it's worse for
yeah,
things that they don't release the stuff on physical media.
yes.
Like if it's on Prime or something as well, that's fine. But if it's like something they just remove and it's like, wait, why are they removing this? Clearly because there's nothing. Like all I can say is thank God Dave's got those Double R 2000 episodes because like literally, even though I don't like the show, I'm saying that like they would have been lost or something because technically YouTube doesn't even want people to know about the show existing.
The only person who was safe to upload that was Paparina.
Yeah, because he was doing it for review purposes.
Even when
But
he
still, like, it's really dumb.
and
It's like, oh, you can watch the whole SpongeBob movie, and that's perfectly fine. But if you show like 5 seconds of Double Dare or something, God forbid, you're getting in trouble.
and it's so weird that they people are never consistent when they want to remove stuff.
No, I think I know the
That's
reason because those stupid reaction things. Because they're YouTube partners. Because they're YouTube partners, and YouTube takes a chunk of their money, they don't care because they're getting paid. Stuff like us, because we don't make profit off YouTube, they don't care about us. So like, we can't get paid for this, so why do we bother? Oh, Stars asked how we found any lost media this year.
we found some Brainsurge stuff. I think there's a bunch of other. I think there was like a couple other Nick pilots that got found.
I got
There
you. I got you.
was
Yeah, so we made this in 2021. It has a couple things. 2022. A bunch of that. All of FGN got found. Some Brainsurge stuff. This year, the Game of Life got complete. Oh, this year we didn't get that much stuff, honestly. Which is kind of surprising.
well, there's one clear reason for this. People are they can't wait and they just have to leak. And oh yeah, I completely forgot about the Sailor Mouth thing. Wasn't that insane?
Yeah, the dumb thing is, you also notice people for the Brainsurge stuff. I put found in quotes because obviously it's illegal and we're not gonna find it. And then as you can see, like some of the Brainsurge stuff, the Lost of Oz got found in 2022, but we didn't like mention it until around that time.
Uh, another and there's like another weird thing that it comes up during the holidays. So many of those Christmas movies are being released on multiple features. Do you like the double feature DVDs?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, that's the thing that's stupid though for like the lost media thing, like the me and my friends thing that got found illegally. Like, there's so many stuff that just got found illegally. Like, no, we're not. There we go. That's a better. God damn it, Joseph, frick off. We don't want to see your trash. There we go.
Yeah, read the description. Yeah, it looked great in 4K and oh yeah, and I was amazed that a new Christmas Story got its own physical release. I guess it's because they're still re-airing the original 24 hours per day.
Yeah, yeah, it's one of those things. Like, I don't like burning this person up that much, but I will say, even though I'm kind of on Justin, at least Justin River, at least he hasn't freaking done anything to piss me off in the past year.
I think he just I think he just wanted the episodes to be found and that was it. Like, oh, we got it? Okay, that's all. But any but anyway, I was at some of these Christmas releases, they're really booming up. I mean, I've seen so many people getting the Home Alone 1 and 2 double feature because that's pretty much a steal with its special features. Do you really like the special features on DVDs?
Yeah. Is this the Let me see, is this the tier list I did, or I do another one? Hold on. Why not? Because I don't bring this up, because why not? Where's my... There we go, there it is. So I'm just pulling my one sounders thing up, because I know people were getting commenting about that earlier. So I just wanted to point this out, because people were wondering, because I have summon, keep, summon, delete.
It's still on the YouTube
Oh,
page.
sorry. Sorry, because I know people were like the 50-50 thing. Honestly, I'll say this. I don't actually hate most of these characters. It just came down to which two characters in each one I would play as, because I know someone said, oh, just because you put like Stumpfest in there, that means you him. It's like, no, that's not true. I actually like the character. Again, it just comes down to personal preference. And my thing is, I don't mind people are fine with criticism, because I know, for example, on our tier lists, like you put 103 Brainsurge very low, and I put it like in the mid tier or something. Like, again, we have our personal preferences, but we at least understand why we each think a certain way. Yeah, which again, like, there's nothing wrong with
news.
There's nothing wrong with getting like constructive criticism or anything. It's just that it's just like, don't be an asshole about it.
And good news, I found me. You know, Me TV Tunes. They re-aired
Sonic.
that Sonic special. Can you believe it?
No.
And ETV Tunes isn't quite that interesting due to its being a cartoon, basically a Cartoon Network sub channel, but they had some really classic stuff on here. And one more thing about the tier list, I'm amazed how well the Double Dare Obstacles one did.
Yeah, same honestly.
I think a couple people have used it as other people have used it as well because it has a lot to offer.
Yeah, I'll probably pull that up in a second, but okay, I want to explain this real quick. So, the Spyro's Adventure, I knew. The giant stuff, I never actually played the game, so I just did based on what the internet thought was more popular, and then Swap Force, half of them I've actually played as, half of them I haven't, so it came down to which character I think I would enjoy playing as more. Because I know someone was asking me about, like, oh, why'd you put Slobbertooth and Delete? I'm like, you haven't played as him. Like, I just think Scorp would be better to play as. Like, it just comes down to preference. Like, the difference between this and, like, an actual tier list is, like, because say, like, for example, we did one for Brainsurge. Like, say, like, we put... I'm trying to think of an episode that's decent, but we'd put in Delete. Like, say, like, for example... I actually have my list on here. Hold on, let me actually pull this up. There we go. So say like we put 103 in the delete tier, or like 130 in the delete tier, but like that doesn't mean we hate the episode. We just think there's episodes better than that episode. Yeah, it comes down to preference, like which ones we would prefer to have.
Yeah, they're showing a lot. Ooh, we found. They finally uploaded that special Rugrats promo from the first rebrand.
Hey, nice.
Right after they premiered the. I'm really. But again, that Rugrats Christmas special is always so great. Seeing everyone in that Christmas park, it's such a fun way to have originally ended the show. But another thing about Christmas, I wonder how Amazon and all those other online retails are dealing with those shipping stuff because of the rush deliveries, and not to mention all the traffic from the snow. like I I really hate the commercialization of Christmas because not only does it actively diminish the meaning of the holiday, but it pretty
Mm.
much it pretty much mentally damages those original workers who had that rightful Christmas spirit.
Yeah, it's like when they just try to like, it's like a season thing. Like we got to put this out for this month specifically. Like I'll probably get crap for saying this. I said this before, and Blake even agreed with this. I said the one thing I hate about Pride Month is I don't have anything against like the people. I don't have anything against the people. My thing is just they're just trying to force it down. They're just trying to force it down everyone's throat or something. And then like literally like a month later, like, well, we don't care anymore. Like
Yeah,
like even Blake even Blake agreed on that, and he's like, yeah, I absolutely despise that.
it's yeah because you keep running it. If you keep promoting it, it actively loses its meaning. I mean, we commonly see stuff for like the Hispanic month and the African American History Month.
Oh, also
They aren't
shows.
that
Oh,
commercial
also
about
thank
it.
you, Ben. It says it shows Disney's hypocrisy on certain things.
Yes,
Like,
they
oh,
won't.
back
They'll
then we
keep
don't like
promoting.
this, and it's like, oh, now it's like now we like this because this thing it's this month, and it's like really,
Yes,
like,
and
I don't want to get into
another.
political stuff really, but
Yeah,
it's
go
kind of
ahead.
like how Disney would say like characters of like a certain skin color back then they can't show that because that would be offensive, but now nowadays like, oh, we got to show people with different skin colors, so now we're woke and perfectly fine. It's like, oh, you think about that now it's perfectly fine. You could play about back then, but now you're like, oh, because people like this, now I gotta show it because money.
Yeah, it's stupid commercialization, and even Thanksgiving is being overshadowed by this holiday. I mean, Thanksgiving has arguably a more important message: just give thanks.
And then Black Friday happens, and then you just throw all that out the window.
Yes, I mean, isn't it so sad? Like the second that Halloween ends, we keep hearing that Mariah Carey song.
Yeah.
It literally goes from spooky, scary skeletons to that.
The
My wish
problem
is
is
that we give Thanksgiving a chance again.
the problem with the Christmas half the time is they just play like the same like 5 songs. Like you have like a
Yeah. Okay.
million
So we got.
Christmas songs, and then you play like the same four.
Okay. So it's okay. So all I want for Christmas, Santa Claus is coming to town, Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and Jingle Bells.
Oh,
Is
I
that all
saw "Mommy
five?
Kissing Santa Claus." I heard that like 5,000 times in my old job. And it was always the frickin' Michael Jackson version.
God. And oh yeah, they kept playing the a weird remix of the Grinch theme song that was not fun. But but looking on another thing, looking back on those Christmas specials, they were just so weird. I mean, Santa Claus, some of that stuff just didn't quite age well, but other the other Christmas special like Hey Arnold's Christmas is amazing and honestly holds the test of time because people are still looking for those missing missing children.
Yep. Yeah, I'm
And
just looking
even
at my
those
list
not
again. People are probably gonna give me
and
crap,
even
but I like how in the keep tier I
Mhm.
put 3 life and 1 air for the first game. I'll say this honestly, it's just I only like Whirlwind, and I think Zook was a perfect, so I don't care about any of the other characters, so I hit delete on them. And the other thing is,
Yeah.
because people ask me about this, for certain characters like Spyro, them, I'm only including their Series 1 version. I know Series 3 would probably, they have like special upgrades that make them special. I'll try those at some point, but again, it's based on the first game. I feel like I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stars mentioned something. I like to just go under stuff, but the thing is also time. And the other thing is, I guess I like to call my channel like a variety channel, maybe. best way to describe it. It's just whatever I want to put up, honestly.
Very, very interesting. And I was like rewatching and I was rewatching some of the other movies like The Making of Elf, and that was fascinating because they had very young children as like stand-ins for like putting while the real actors were standing far away to put that perspective in. They put like a lot of weird devotion into it, and not to mention they had whole sound stages devoted to like the winter scenery.
Yep. I feel like thinking about this. I'm not sure if it was you who inspired me for this or not, but I feel like my channel, because I try to do like gaming stuff. I guess my channel might also be kind of nostalgic, because it's like, because even though I like play some of the stuff like Mario Party, I'll try to show off some of the older games like Skylander Swap Force 30 over 10 years old, like trying to show off some retro stuff, the commercials, my game shows, stuff like that. It's like basically, it's kind of like I'm showing somewhat retro, doing some modern stuff, but I'm also showing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to show some retro stuff, but again, it's like I try to show some retro stuff because it's like I have a lot of stuff that doesn't really get shown or something I want to showcase it.
Oh. Okay. Another another thing that I keep really getting nerve wracked on is like I try to make my coding videos. I tried upgrading the quality finally, but the they didn't get popular anyway. That's a problem. There's things I want to do, but legitimately cannot do well.
Yeah, I felt bad because it's like, well, shoot, the problem is like the nightmare videos. Like I put some info and work into them, and then like at the end they didn't do that well, except for the one. I'm like, yeah, that's the reason I haven't done any of these half the time. The other thing is like I don't know. I think there's like certain things I like worked on that took a while, and then they end up like not getting views at all. I can't recall what they were, but I'm just remembering spending a lot of time editing, and then just like nobody really bothered.
Mm. I was I was also pretty amazed with like how some stuff that I made for I already mentioned this last night. Some of the stuff that I made for Absolute Filler did very well, presumably because it was just something that was happening at the same time.
Yeah, I'll just say this: the Legends thing. The main reason that got uploaded is I was trying to export the Activity TV thing, and I ended up just getting screwed. That just took forever to upload. So I'm like, what do we have in the backlog? Okay, we have this. Sure, put it up. Because I still have the series one and I still have seasons 1 and 2. I might upload this at some point.
And and I was glad that the Game Show Network server loved your stuff because it's showing how dedicated we are to the big game show lore. I mean, the 25 Days of Christmas is on, and they're really packing in the good schedule. I, I still miss Chuck Woolery, don't you?
Yep.
I really loved watching Lingo. It was such a catchy game
Oh,
show,
Race actually got me at 2 episodes of Lingo.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
because you know how I did like the. Because he didn't really want to trade, he just wanted to get me some stuff, so I'll show. I can't really show this on camera, but I'll plug in my flash drive. So I got two Wheel of Fortunes, a Sail the Century I asked for, and another one. Two Lingos, a bunch of Scrabbles, some Jeopardies, and then the Family Feuds I asked for. Because I originally just asked for the Family Feud and the Sail the Century thing, but he decided to get me some extra stuff.
Yeah, so many of these good game shows. So many of these good game shows had like dedication to variation. I mean, the Christmas and the Halloween, and even some of the family stuff. But what really is kind of sad is that there's there are probably documents of the schedules and the exclusive information, pretty much like Nick Gas, that we're probably never going to get, except for I think the later in that server, thanks to meetings with producers.
Yeah, and the only reason we knew like some air dates of the original stuff was because of, like newspapers and stuff. Yeah, because like if you look on like the newspaper listings, like it's not gonna say like a production code or anything. It's just gonna say like the show. It doesn't have like a code or anything.
I mean, we got very lucky with those newspapers that released those Nick Arcade contestants because we know all the codes. We just need to figure out when they aired. It's pretty much the opposite problem of a show like Brainsurge because we have we have all the air dates and stuff, but we don't have we don't have all the episodes.
Okay, I'll do this for people so they ask so I can make this easier.
But
Boom.
the biggest problem is, of course, get the picture. We have only like 2 known air dates and 10 known codes. It really sucks how Nickelodeon just didn't care for that show after Gas.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. That should be better for certain people. And I'm not gonna bother putting the Giants because I don't care, but yeah, there we go. That seems like a more fair list. Then if I plays the characters more, I'll judge them. Yeah, I'm not sure when. It doesn't have to be this year, of course. It can be whenever we went to, because I don't want to have to like rush any more videos out this year, because I already have stuff to finish. Yeah, I have the two Finders Keepers to do, which should be easy. I have. I put a comment saying like if the DVD got like at least 1,000 views or something, I'll put the second one. I'll upload the second one, or just upload it randomly. And I'm not sure what else I have to upload, honestly. Maybe like a random tier or something, I'm not sure. And then, because I know at some point we went to that list, which was like
Best game
ranking all
show
the seasons,
seasons.
and I'm slowly but surely watching Make the Grade Season 3.
And yeah, that could wait, but I know we're still planning on making the tier list of like one of the game show's prizes. I think we tried to do double there, but not only do we not have the right images, but it didn't record most of the time.
Well, the other thing is I end up just combining a bunch of game shows, which didn't help. Wait, let me actually see, where was the... Speaking of double dare, let me actually find... I don't know why we're in caps lock, but... Let me find our obstacles tier list we did. Was that, I think?
Is it that one?
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, we found it.
Yep.
I'm pretty amazed with I'm pretty amazed with the results because some of these obstacles were not just exclusive but like pretty complex too, and but they some of them had great creativity. Like the Gat Geyser was like an actual improvement over the fireman's flagpole.
Yeah, it feels weird because, like, the funny thing, I looked in the comments, surprisingly, no one was giving us, like, criticism on, like, the bad stuff. Because I know people, like, pick it, but, like, weird, like, well, this sucks.
And then Inside Out, if it had just stayed at most 6 balloons, we probably would put it at like D. But
I remember,
otherwise,
like, I
yeah,
mentioned this
they
before
really.
on one of my in the video. I said if we did the original one, it'd probably be like in the middle of the list, like the 3 or 4 balloons, but like because it's like 20, it has to go down because like everyone just gets.
Yeah, and same thing with Doggy Door. If it had just been the dog food, we probably put it in the middle. But then they put it with chocolate pudding to hide the flag.
Yeah, but they just had to keep making everything worse or something. And again, of course, sushi was because of the 4 rolls that screwed teams over.
I kind of think that teams like Backwards Day and White House Crew would have still won with the 4 rolls.
Yeah, because they had a lot of time anyway. I'm pretty sure they just gave away the Six Flags trip immediately that episode because nobody got it. Because nobody ever won the Six Flags
Yeah,
trip except for that episode, and they're just desperate.
and but I really like how the Australia one did the big gulp because it actually looks very different. They put more detail in the tongue and everything. Same thing with like the ringer and moonwalks,
Yeah, I
but
still need to
I feel like
watch.
they were so they put too much budget into the course that they didn't have time for actual
Yeah,
prizes.
I
Stuff from the
know I
dollar
showed
store,
the
literally.
original one. I'll show this. Here's the. I'll have to switch my head capture device though. There we go. Because this was the Tom Jennings one, the couple of them. Because I did a couple of the episodes. We have that. And then this was the Australian versus the US, where we had like 5. We had a perfect show. And the blue team literally won like 3 physical challenges. But unfortunately, they just ended up having bad luck with the course.
And but what's still so amazing is that they actually aired the holiday special on the Splat because that was a really special episode. But but sadly they really didn't care for much of the other game shows for the Splat except for maybe Legends.
Yeah, it just sucks like some of the forgotten shows they didn't care about.
They aired only one episode of Nick Arcade, and that was the Joey Fatone one.
And that was already on streaming anyway.
I mean, when you look back at the Splat when they had those special marathons, you really had to sneak out of bed to get the good stuff. I mean, I remember sneaking out of bed to see the Snick anniversary. I watched like just over the first half hour before my mom caught me, but I have someone gave me the VHS anyway, so I'm getting the last laugh.
Yeah, like I'll just show this. Like this is literally the first one. This is the DVD they gave us, and I'll just go over the episodes we had. I mentioned this before on stream, but
Yeah, it's
it doesn't
pretty.
show. Does it show the back? Yes, it does. Okay, so we have. I'll just go on Amazon
The
or
Aaron
whatever.
Carter episode, Rip.
Okay, this isn't gonna work. Let me
Hey,
just.
yeah,
Okay,
see, look at the title. Do you see how bland that cover is?
this looks like someone like made their own just tape or something and just gave up with their life. I don't want to
Yeah,
get
it
in
was
trouble for
pretty.
looking at
It's
this.
pretty sad.
Can I? Damn it! Just let me go to the site to look at this. No,
Thing
visit
was there
page.
a specific?
There we go. Sorry. Ignore the address thing. And it's not even going to show us the site. That's great. Let me just do Wikipedia
Read the
because that
page.
works.
I can read the. And one more thing, was there another marathon on the Splat that you tried to see, or do you remember seeing?
Okay, I have a better idea. There we go.
Yeah. I still remember seeing those Hey Arnold marathons on the Splat, not to mention,
So
like,
we have.
I think there was a Keenan and Kel marathon. I think
Oh,
you
they
remember
have
seeing
some.
those as well.
Oh, they have some of the VHS tapes. See, they have like a
Okay.
3-pack. That
Roundhouse, do
Clarissa.
they?
Get Valentine's Day, Halloween. That's before SpongeBob came out. Then we got SpongeBob. Your stuff. Power Hour. These are the DVDs. Nick Picks. Nick Picks free with the banned episodes. Let me find that thing. I remember seeing these at Walmart a bunch.
Yeah, they really love selling them. Walmart loves selling
Okay, let me
Nickelodeon
see. We
DVDs. Here it
have
is.
Apollo Garbage. We have the good finale. I don't know how good this episode is. The first episode. An episode that's on Prime. An episode that's on Prime. That is a Quicksilver and Red Hat Double Trouble Terrible Twosome, which is terrible. On Prime and on Prime. So literally half this is on Prime.
It's pretty sad because another thing I kind of do remember. I think you know how 90s Are All That had its own website where you could watch some of the episodes.
I think so, yeah.
I I think they put some of those episodes Legends very briefly on iTunes, like for only like 2 months before it's taken down. Because when I look at some of the listens they're missing, like same thing with As Told by Ginger, they had a bunch of compilations on iTunes. They took them off.
Oh yeah, and then someone made their own.
So,
Oh yeah, and then someone made their
huh?
own freaking list, which was terrible.
And what really perturbs me about some of this is that it's
Like,
clear
look at
that
this. Look at
Nickelodeon had some of these shows but will not release it.
like
Oh,
look
like
look at this crap.
I showed you that one. Oh my god.
They put freaking urine on here. Like, I'll say this.
That
So
is
these double episodes aren't that great. The celebrity episodes, they're just mid episodes, mid that. I mean, to get the picture thing, that's fine. That works. But like an All Star Challenge, but don't put freaking urine on there.
it really is one of the worst things Nickelodeon had to offer. Actually, why did they even agree to it? Especially Phil.
Oh yeah, remember I made like my DVD or something. I made like what the DVD would be like.
Yeah.
Okay, stop sharing that.
Okay.
It has my thing like I mentioned. Like I'll just say DVD one, Brainiacs Titans Difference, and then two good Finders Keepers season one, then season two. Maroon Canary, Squid Squad, Vulcan, Screaming Meatballs, and then two. I put the perfect episode of Finders Keepers season three, an episode of Philly, both think fast, make the grade, stuff like that. Like I put good stuff on there. So my thing is I try to
Yeah,
put
and
good episodes, but I also try to put stuff that wasn't like it didn't have to necessarily be wins or
mm-hmm.
anything because I put like Galaxy One on there and stuff. Like they don't have to be wins; they just be decent episodes. Like why not put more variety or something?
It's very weird how they just keep the same stuff. And oh yeah, I remember another good holiday memory. We watched that All That Christmas special there. It was a fun time, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, 90s Nickelodeon Christmas was really fun, especially Keen and Kel's Christmas was another good one. Looking at those 90s Christmas stuff, it was just a very fun vibe. And I'm sure you even saw when you were bored, you saw like all those 90s classic Christmas commercials. They were pretty fun, right?
Yep.
Like I love those old Santa M&M commercial and and of course Hershey Kisses Christmas commercial. Another one that came to mind was like that snowman melting from Campbell's Soup. Oh yeah, Pillsbury Doughboy. Some of them were just so fun, but I can't stand the Coke commercials anymore. Those are dumb. It's just commercialization of Christmas is leaving a lot to be desired.
Yeah. We're about like 50 minutes in. I think it's a good little like short episode.
Yeah, pretty much. I
I
just hope
I think
I
I
hope
have like
everyone has
stuff
a
to
good
do.
holiday.
I probably have stuff to do later. I have gifts to wrap. Might decorate the tree. Might try to record some stuff.
Okay, just
Anything
one
you
more
want to plug,
question. What
sir?
do you hope to have? Just my channel because I have 4 family double dares coming your way. The final 4 that I want to upload.
Yeah, and
What
you
about
also
you?
have something for New Year's, right? That'll be up.
Final, the final Nick Gas recording ever.
I was watching a little bit of our stream yesterday. I forgot. I occasionally like watch our stream from a while ago when we found the final day. Let me just do a little quick again, just to see. Let's do a quick thing of what we got. Okay, we got 2 good get the pictures, 2 decent double or 2000s. Legends, we have garbage and decent. Guts, not really sure what to say about that. We have the double disqualification in the close game. We have figured out the 2 episodes are okay, I guess. In the Nick Arcade, we have a really good episode, and then the episode where Phil went to to frickin' strangle someone.
To be, but to be fair, it was Phil buzzed them out too early.
No, I mean, there's a couple
It was
other
kind of
things
his
where people
fault.
kept jumping the gun and getting the things wrong. But I will say this, I think they picked somewhat decent episodes, because I'm trying, like, let's see what they would have aired. Guts, I have no idea. Double Dare would have just been the 2 final episodes, which are both kind of eh. The 2 Legends episodes, the Stolen Arm is trash, and the Leif Erikson one is literally the definition of mid. Get the picture, they would have had, because 201 got skipped, they had 202, which was kind of eh, and then 203, which is decent, because it had the one person from Legends. Nick Arcade would have been the shutout and 139. And then Figure It Out would have been. I think Figure It Out probably would have had better episodes, honestly. Because the following 2 episodes I think were better, in my opinion.
Some of them were just very, very weird. But I but let's be honest, did Brainsurge come about because of the closure of Nick Gas? Exactly.
Oh, Dex posted his list. This is where we critique things. Do you put the Double Dare ripoff in excellent? Okay. Think fast, that's fine. Finders Keepers and bad, I wouldn't say that. Make the grade, I kind of understand. You're on sucks. And then like the Never Seen, I haven't heard of like any of those shows. Oh, Starcade was basically like pre-Niggercade, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Really?
Starcade, I'm pretty sure was like pre-Nick Arcade, but it was like arcade games and stuff. Okay, Merry Christmas, or Happy Holidays. we'll probably talk to Jared later. But we'll see you guys for the next podcast, which will probably be sometime. Also, in case people are wondering, the reason we're doing the podcast today instead of tomorrow is I'm working tomorrow. So, yeah.
Yeah. This was fun, and I wish you a good holiday. I hope work tomorrow is easy.
Hopefully.
Enjoy it.
See.